What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I'm using a GRAFAIAI team created by Zolrain. It's not the first GRAFAIAI team I've used created by Zolrain. In fact, I don't even think it's the second. This might be the third or fourth time. Zolrain loves GRAFAIAI. I'll make sure to link his channel in the description. But basically the idea here is Unburden GRAFAIAI with the Electric Seed becomes insanely fast, faster than basically anything that you normally have to worry about, unless they also have like Tailwind. Because of the electric terrain set by Miraidon. And then it can use all these powerful support moves like Knockoff, which can do a ton of damage into opposing Calyrex, Acid Spray, which will have the special defense of the target, allowing this Covert Cloak Miraidon to do some serious damage, or the Calyrex that we have to do some serious damage, and Encore, which is so powerful when it's not Prankster boosted, because they can't stop it with Psychic Terrain, they can't stop it with Farigiraf. I'm just super fast and I'm gonna Encore somebody, and it can just win games with that move alone. The rest of this team, we have an Iron Bundle, which gets a speed boost from Quark Drive and Electric Terrain as well, and can get you some speed with Icy Wind. Or it can just throw out powerful Hydro Pumps and Freeze Dries, because this is a Life Orb Iron Bundle. We have Sash Calyrex with Fighting Tera Blast. It just does a lot of powerful spread damage and is super fast. I think it's a great partner here. You want another special attacker to take advantage of Acid Spray, and this Miraidon is a little slower and not super strong, so powerful and spread moves is great. We have Expanding Force here to take advantage of potentially the opponent's Psychic Terrain. If the opponent doesn't bring Psychic Terrain, then yeah, Psychic or Psyshock would be more powerful in this slot, but it's very likely they're going to bring their Entei if they have an Entei, because we have Miraidon, so the Expanding Force can get activated quite often. And then we have Entei, Assault Vest Entei, Terra Normal Extreme Speed, just a strong mon, can take special hits really well, powerful priority move, very good. And finally Zapdos. I don't know if I'll use Zapdos too much, but it provides Tailwind for the team if you need it, if the rest of the speed isn't enough. And with Defiant, it can really punish an Incineroar. But that's the team, and we're going to be playing on the casual ladder, so hopefully we get some good matches. Let's jump right on into it. Alright, we've got Zama, Cali, Calyrex-Shadow, Zamazenta, Amoonguss, Raging Bolt, Chien-Pao, and Walking Wake. This is probably one of the strongest duos in Regulation I, so I am terrified. For my Shadow Rider, they have potentially AV Snarl Bolt, they've got Wide Guard Zamazenta. They don't have terrain control, so I don't see them bringing Amoonguss. Chien-Pao is pretty strong. The Walking Wake is an interesting one, but I expect them to leave that at home too. I expect it to be Bolt and Pow. I'm 100% going GRAFAIAI because I want to bring GRAFAIAI, not because I think it's necessarily good here. But the Encore could have some good shenanigans. I think Bundle Miraidon's pretty solid. The fear there would be Wide Guard plus Astral Barrage, so maybe that's not the play. Because they could easily Wide Guard. I do have Terra Normal Entei, which is pretty good. Do I have Snarl on it? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go Entei, Shadow Rex, Miraidon, GRAFAIAI, done. Okay, barely got in time, but I think I have the ones I need. Shadow Rider doesn't want to see this Entei. Zamazenta... Ooh, that's cool, Shiny Virizion. Zamazenta could be a little bit of a problem. Zamazenta with a Chien-Pao on the field, Body Press, just Entei delete. Okay, it's Zama and Shadow versus Shadow and Entei. Unfortunately, our ability activates first, so we don't know if they're max speed or not. Because we're max speed and ours went first, so it could be a speed tie, or it could not be a speed tie. They very easily could Wide Guard, so I can't Astral. What does the bulk on this Entei look like? We are very fast. They could swap in Pow and take out Entei, but that would risk getting hit pretty hard. I think I'm cool with Sacred Fire into their Cali and just protect. Hoping they just wide guard and either like protect their attack with their Cali or try to nasty plot maybe. It is a wide guard, that's great. And they just go for Astral Barrage, which Entei should be able to eat. Maybe not beautifully, but we're not going down to that. Woof, that was some damage. Oh yeah, they're Life Orb, okay. Here's a Sacred Fire, have fun with that. Ooh, Andy to burn, love it. I think now it's time to pop the Tera Normal. Expanding Force probably finishes. You know what? I'm going to swap Entei out into GRAFAIAI. It's immune to Astral. Do I want to Terrastalize? Probably not. I'll just throw an Expanding Force at their Cali. If I can outspeed and get the KO here, that would be fantastic. But if not, bringing this in saves Entei from a potential body press. And if the Astral happens, okay, the Astral is the only thing to fear. Wide guard popped up. They win the speed tie. Okay, it is in fact a speed tie. That's rough. But we're going to get the KO and a special attack boost, which could be very nice. Though I expect they have Raging Bolt, so we will have to worry about Thunderclap shenanigans. Though Miraidon could come in pretty safely there. And GRAFAIAI could start doing some damage. Maybe not damage, but it can do something. But I would love to be able to Tera Blast the Zamazenta. We can Encore the Zamazenta if we bring in Miraidon. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Encore Zamazenta, bring in Miraidon. The Electric Seed will activate, Unburden, boost our speed. And then we can Encore the Raging Bolt and just start going ham. Assuming they Thunderclap here. If they don't Thunderclap, then we can't Encore them into Thunderclap, and it could be a little annoying. I guess I could have also taken this opportunity to Acid Spray the Raging Bolt. Alright, Thunderclap, beautiful. Oh, you're locked out of playing this game for now. Oh yeah, you're not going to be allowed to do nothing. Here, have a Wide Guard. And the Wide Guard there fails because it was the last move on the field, not because Wide Guard ever actually fails. Alright, so we're going to Encore that Thunderclap. Make sure you can't Draco me. Your Mon in the back is probably Chenpao. Encore you. Drift into the Zama. Not going to use Gleam because they might Wide Guard again. But no, they're just swapping into most likely Zamazenta. Not Zamazenta, Chenpao I meant, yeah. Do that again. And the Thunderclap will fail because we both moved already. I guess now they could Thunderclap into GRAFAIAI, which would hurt in the electric terrain. But with this amount of bulk, I don't think we get one shot. So I'm going to go for the knockoff into Chien-Pao, just to finish off its last HP. And I don't want to Tera because the Thunderclap will do a lot more damage to me, so I'm just going to use Dazzling Gleam. I need to attack, yeah. The Chien-Pao's going to be faster. Ooh, they have Ice Shard. That's gonna hurt. Oh boy. And they Thunderclap Miraidon too, cover for a Tera. Makes sense. Whew. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense though to not. I mean, Sucker Punch would have done almost as much as the Ice Shard, so that's not that bad. Alright, how's this terrain going? 2 more turns? I'm thinking... They saved Tera this long. I'm thinking Gunk Shot and Protect. Just to see what they're gonna do, maybe I can lock them into it. They Thunderclap GRAFAIAI'S, which we do live. Good job, GRAFAIAI'S. And Gunk Shot. If it poisons, we get it. Okay, no poison. And they Heavy Slam toward Miraidon. That's beautiful. The Encore ends, but now I'm gonna Encore the Zama into Heavy Slam. And just... They're Fairy Tera. I think I just Encore Zama into Heavy Slam and Drift the Bolt. Because they could try to get a Wide Guard off here. So Gleam would fail. I don't know if Drift does it though. But once the Zama's Encored into Heavy Slam, we can... I guess Thunderclap is an issue. We have Extreme Speed still though to finish off the Bolt. Maybe I should be doubling into Zama here. Alright, they do commit a Tera. If it's on Raging Bolt, we got this. Okay, fantastic. That's what I was... Oh, it's Electric. I was worried about Fairy. I could have Draco'd the whole time. They're going to try to pick off Miraidon with this. It's not going to succeed. Even a crit, I don't think would have done it. And you're stuck Heavy Slamming, which you don't hate, but this is basically game over. Entei's not going to go down to a Heavy Slam. Miraidon is iffy as to whether it would go down to a Heavy Slam from here. And you cannot Wide Guard, which wouldn't really help you anymore. Alright, it takes out the Grafifi. Good job, Grafifi. You won this game single-handedly. Yeah, and with you locked into Heavy Slam, I can Astral as hard as I want. Or... Fighting Tera Blast stronger. Astral Barrage is 120 with Stab. This is 160 with Stab. Yeah. I'm not even going to swap out the Miraidon. I'm just going to see what Tera Blast can do. Because you can only Heavy Slam one of us. Well, we're both going to get a hit in before you even get to do that, so... Yeah, it's kind of over for you. Just had to get rid of the Thunderclapper so I could pull this move off. Pa 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 pa! Good damage. Not a KO, but good damage. Nothing KOs Zamazenta. Things that KO Zamazenta are like insane, like Life Orb, Sheer Force, super effective Earth Power. Or like a strong fire move in the sun. Zamazenta a tank. Alright, GG, great trainer card. Alright, we've got a Kyogre Calyrex team. Ensign, Farigiraf, Lando, and Tornado. Alright. Trick Room, they have 2 options and a Fake Out user. I have 2 Fake Out immunities and a Ghost. Well, two flinch immunities and a Ghost. So I can lead whatever I want, basically, to try to smash. Calyrex, I would probably... I mean... Feels weird to bring Entei into this team because of the Kyogre. But Cloak Miraidon could be big. The problem is GRAFAIAI'S doesn't do much to Calyrex. But Shadowrex does. I think it's Miraidon, Shadow. I'll still bring GRAFAIAI'S because I'm going to try to stop Trick Room. And then, is it Entei? It might be Entei. Entei can take a hit from most things. Not so much Kyogre. Oh, Kyogre's going to be a massive problem. Bundle could have been an option here too. Hard team to handle. Cool trainer card. Alright, what's the lead? This matters a lot. Lando Ensign. Okay. That's interesting. So you're not going to be ready for my Cloak. Question is, are you Scarflandorus? I am very worried about that being a Scarflandorus. It very well could be, especially with Kyogre, where you can just lock into Sandsear pretty easily. So I'm going to say you're that. I'm going to Tera Fairy, Dazzling Gleam, and Astral Barrage. And I'm expecting a Fake Out into Miraidon. Covert Cloak blocks it, and then we just get a ton of damage off into everything. And if you are Scarflando, you get a hit in first. But if you're not Scarflando, you just lose Lando, which would be fantastic too. I guess maybe you live this double up with Tera Poison or Steel. We're not seeing a Tera, just a Fake Out. And not Scarflando. So I think there goes Lando. Woo! One shot. Is that a crit? I will take that because now Calyrex got the KO and gets a special attack boost. Woo boy. Here, have a Gleam. I guess that means the Kyogre could be Scarf, which would be scary. They kept their Tera intact. Tornadus. Yeah, they're gonna get Tailwind up so that they can sweep with Kyogre. Did they not bring Calyrex? Kind of terrifying if they brought just Kyogre with Tailwind. GRAFAIAI'S not going to be faster than that. I think I'm going to just go Gleam Astral again. I don't see any reason not to. You're just going to put up Tailwind. Your Incineroar is not going to be faster than the Astral Barrage. And you know I'm Covert Cloak because I didn't flinch, so... I was gonna say it's like if I Dazzling Gleam, then I don't reveal anything about my item, but you know my item. We've got a Focus Sash to play with as well, which probably just wins the game. Whatever you bring in, Astral Barrage just chunks so hard that it's in extreme speed range from Entei, at least. Yeah, it is Kyogre. That's the thing I was worried about. But it is okay. I think I want to Astral Barrage. Yeah, I don't want to double protect because I don't want to risk them calling that for some reason and getting a Calm Mind. I'm just going to drift. They still have Tera left. I'm still going to drift. And Astral Barrage. Yeah, here's Water Spout. There goes Miraidon. That's okay. We get to keep Calyrex and punch them with a really, really hard hit. Single target Astral Barrage. We picked up 2 KOs, so we're +2. That's gonna hurt. I'm pretty sure Extreme Speed can finish if this doesn't just do it. Going full Tailwind mode and not bringing the Ice Rider is interesting. Yeah, that just does it. But I get it. Ugh. We just had such an explosive turn 1 thanks to that Covert Cloak and them not being Scarf. There was no coming back from that. Good game. Alright, we've got a Miraidon Pachirisu team. Ooh, that's pretty cool. We both got a little rodent thing. Alright, they've got Farigiraf, Waterpon, Incineroar, and Amoonguss. Alright, they're going like full support mons, it looks like, with their Miraidon. Not even a second restricted. Alright. I think speed control could be nice from our Iron Bundle. What is our speed stat here? Our Miraidon's pretty slow, but we're max on Calyrex. Okay. Calyrex should be able to outspeed their whole team, but it doesn't have a great matchup. Farigiraf and Incin are problems. I'm not too worried about Amoonguss. I expect Electric Terrain to be on the field the whole time. I think I bring Cali and Grafifi. Just take speed control, start blasting with Miraidon. Then bring out Grafaiai, Calyrex to clean up. The Zapdos is not bad. I like Miraidon lead with Dazzling Gleam in case they lead their one of their Follow Me bots. Entei seems okay, but not amazing. I think these are the right 4. I'm not 100% sure they're in the right order, but they're the right 4 for sure. Freeze Dry will massively threaten the Ogerpon. Hydro Pump can hit Incineroar if we have trouble with that. That's a cool trainer card. They got the Shiny Dog, and they got Lens Flare there. I like it. Miraidon Farigiraf. Alright. Ooh, Shiny Bundle, that's nice. Alright, well they have the opportunity to set Trick Room. And we are in fact the faster of the Miraidons. That's interesting. I think they might just pop Trick Room. So in that case, I think I want to just go after Farigiraf with Freeze Dry, Electro Drift. I wonder if I should Hydro Pump. If it can survive this double up, which it very maybe could. I have Life Orb on bundle, so I don't think I need it. And this Tera is just purely defensive in case they pop Dazzling Gleam or Draco into my Miraidon. Yeah, here's a Tera on their end. Probably also defensive Fairy or Electric typing. Fairy, okay. Good shot, they're just popping Dazzling Gleam and Trick Room then. Which, Bundle may not live if they're Specs. So hopefully this Life Orb does the damage we need. Whoo, that's a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, I think we're good, based on that. Yeah, goodbye Farigiraf. Alright. Now, do you take out Bundle, which wouldn't be the end of the world since we're already faster. And we've confirmed, okay, they do Dazzling Gleam. We've confirmed we're faster 3 times. Ability activation, Tera first, and winning the speed tie on the attacks. They do take out Bundle, so they're probably Specs. I think Grafaiai might be the play. Just throw an Acid Spray D-Gleam or an Acid Spray Electro Drift. They do send out Ogerpon, so they can redirect. But neither of us should go down to a Dazzling Gleam. Though Miraidon's close. I guess a high roll could do it. I'm going to Acid Spray toward Miraidon. And just throw Gleam. If they redirect, Acid Spray plus Gleam will take Ogerpon. If they don't redirect... if they don't redirect, the Acid Spray is super effective, so it might do enough damage, but it still might live. I assume they're going to follow me, so that's why I want damage on their Miraidon. So I'm going to Gleam. Ooh! Okay, I may have made a mistake then, since they didn't redirect. If I had just gone for Electro Drift into their Miraidon, it would have gotten knocked out. Yeah, they live now. They get their Gleam off, and then they get to knock something out with Ogerpon. And of course, we take enough from that Gleam to go down. First one did less than half, that one takes out. Beautiful. With the defense boost, we can live this Ivy Cudgel most likely. Yeah, that's good. And now we send in the horse, and the horse sweeps. I hope. Because we can Acid Spray the Ogerpon into Astral Barrage range, if it's not already in Astral Barrage range. Astral Barrage will definitely take the Miraidon, and we took out their normal type, so all they could have maybe is Incineroar to resist. But yep, there's the spray, and the Barrage. I wonder where they were sending that Ivy Cudgel, if it was going to take out Miraidon anyway, or if they actually aimed it at GRAFAIAI. Though GRAFAIAI living that Ivy Cudgel was super clutch. Yeah, we could have been in trouble because of that high roll from Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, but +2 special attack now, that's gotta be it. Even Incineroar isn't gonna take an Acid Spray into Barrage. Oh, it's a Moongus? Yeah, no. You already used Tera, we got a Psychic move, you're good. Acid Spray, Psychic move. Good game. Oh, we're playing it out. Amoongus thinks they got Cloak, they got Clear Amulet? Nope. I don't think it matters. I think a +2 Expanding Force probably takes out Amoongus anyway. Oh, especially if we crit. Yeah, well there you go. +2 versus -2, you probably need the crit. You know? We only got like 165 base special attack, and we're timid. So, cool trainer card, and good game. Alright, we've got, a full-on Kyogre team. With Pelipper for some reason. I'm not changing the weather, you don't need that. Waterpon, Basket Legion, Archaludon, and Indeedee Female. They are fully committed to this rain squad. Only one restricted, but that's okay, that's allowed. Probably the Pelipper should have been something else. But if you're going that hard with rain, I guess I get it. Could have used like Rain Dance Tornadus. They don't actually have Prankster Tailwind. Pelipper's probably their Tailwind user. That's interesting. GRAFAIAI should be faster than almost everything. Basket Legion could outspeed. But I think GRAFAIAI Miraidon is a great way to start. They don't have a lot that threatens Miraidon. Maybe Shadow and Bundle? Bundle with its massive speed. Oh, we're max speed Bundle. Plus we'll get the Quark Drive boost as long as terrain is up. That'll be faster than Basket Legion. That'll be faster than everything on their team until they get Tailwind up, and even then, Kyogre needs to be max speed. Under Tailwind. Extreme Speed does nothing for me. You know, they also have Indeedee, which is a bit of an issue. But I think this will be okay. I'll just pivot the Miraidon out at some point. I just want the aggression that Miraidon provides. And if they have to swap in Indeedee, then they give us Expanding Force on the Calyrex, which is awesome. No trainer card, not so awesome. Not having Volt Switch Miraidon might hurt here. Pelipper Basket Legion is interesting. That's very interesting. I would love to have Volt Switch here. Let's see. Alright, everything activates in the expected order. Is there a chance they're Sash Pelipper? I think they could be Sash Pelipper. I'm tempted to Acid Spray the Pelipper. If I Acid Spray Pelipper, does Gleam finish? I think it would. I guess I would fear Basculegion knocks out Grafaiai before we get the Acid Spray. We do have a defense boost, so they might have to like Tera Water or be Choice Band. I don't want to change my typing, so I'm going to go Spray Gleam, but there are ways this could go wrong. They could Wide Guard, they could Tera Water their Basculegion and go crazy. Tera Flying? Tera Flying Basculegion? I don't know what that's for, but okay. Here's Acid Spray. -2 special defense. Let's see if Gleam finishes. We're actually faster than the Basculegion, and we do finish with the Dazzling Gleam. Alright. Basculegion, slower than our Miraidon. Is it adaptive? It's special! That did no damage. Huh? What am I missing here? What's going on? Okay, they got rid of our terrain, which I'm okay with. I'm going to use Expanding Force in the endgame, I think. Ooh, special defense boost from the seed. Yeah, that's the physical Basculegion, my dude. Okay. I'm gonna Acid Spray and DD. The Gleam is weaker because we don't have terrain, but if I Tera, it'll probably be strong enough to pick up Basculegion. Because a 1.5 boost is stronger than the 1.3-ish boost from Hadron Engine. So that should work. Don't love burning my Tera when they have Kyogre in the back, but based on the way this battle's been going, I don't really know what's going on here. There's something going on here that I'm not understanding. They seem to have a perfectly viable competitive team, but the Basculegion set is just weird. And it lives, this Gleam. Oh, there's Liquidation. There you go. Okay, doesn't do enough. Mixed Basculegion. And they just throw a Gleam. Okay. That's... I guess I Acid Spray just to catch a swap and throw these Dazzling Gleam again. Alright, they follow me. I'm not using a single target move on your Basculegion, don't you worry. So I guess maybe I could have gotten away with like knockoff finishing in DD and then single target, but it's fine this way. Grafaiai sweep, I guess, but Shadow Ball, Liquidation, Basculegion? I don't really know what to say about that. It's the male Basculegion. It is the one with better physical attack. So the Shadow Ball doing nothing isn't weird. It's just weird that you have Shadow Ball. 2 turns of rain. Not really any point in stalling it out. I'm just gonna Acid Spray. What if there's Scarf? Grafaiai will be faster, so I'll still get the Acid Spray. That should be fine, yeah. Okay, they're not Scarf Kyogre. That was the only thing I was really worried about, is what if they're Scarf Kyogre, because then I don't have the speed boost on Bundle because I lost terrain. But a Sash and then Expanding Force when they're at -2 should be plenty. Plus they'd have to pick a move to lock into, and if it's Water Spout, they get hit down low eventually. Well, good game. Alright, let's see what Grafaiai can do against 4 Pokemon that are not legendaries. Overquill, Houndoom, Golden Go, and Appleton. Alright, I guess that's fine. Double dark types. I don't know if I actually want to bring Calyrex. Entei can hit the Golden Go. Actually, Zapdos can't hit the Golden Go very well, and I don't need speed control, so I'm just gonna bring the Calyrex. They've got something they're planning here. That's the thing, like, those 4 Pokemon aren't random. There is a very specific strategy they have, and they're going to commit to it. And we're gonna see what happens. That's a decent trainer card. Could have got him to look at the camera, I guess. But... So I am a little scared that there's something here, like Overquill Golden Go. There's some secret synergy here that I'm unaware of, and it's terrifying. I think I'm more worried about Overquill, probably. Golden Go, you know what Golden Go does. Overquill, I'm less confident, so I think I'm gonna go straight for Acid Spray and Electro Drift into the Overquill. Because I'm scared they're gonna get some weird tech off. Alright, GRAFAIAI moves first, no Teras. And here's Electro Drift. Okay, no Scarf on their end, it looks like. Overquill's gone. Yeah, I expected that to be the case. It'd have to be like max special defense Assault Vest maybe to live that combo. And then Thunderbolt Golden Go. Well, that's powered up by Terrain, but... Oh, it gets the full para. Okay. GRAFAIAI is down and out, basically. And here's Appleton. Appleton with a Dragon move could prove a little bit problematic. So I think I just Draco it. I'll Draco the Appleton. And I'll go for a knockoff into Golden Go. Here's a Draco Meteor. Does that get the KO? Yes, it does. It's not a Specs Miraidon. Appleton's quite bulky. There's a chance it could have lived that with the right investment, I think. And full para. Still faster than the Golden Go because we still have the doubled speed. They're not choiced. And they knock us out. Okay. That's fine, you're now trapped at -1. No opportunity to swap out. I'll just bring in the horse and end it. Not much of a game. I was worried they would have some cool tech, but it doesn't look like there's much in the way of cool tech. I think I'm just gonna drift the Houndoom and Astral. If they don't Tera, that'll take them both out. Probably. I guess Golden Go could be spec to live this for only Sash. But it is not. That does a good chunk to Houndoom, so it's definitely in drift range. Which may have been able to one-shot Houndoom anyway, but based on that damage, probably would have lived drift on a low health. And it's also not Scarf, so... Okay. Critical hit. Good job, Miraidon. Alright, we'll call that a bit of a stretch. Alright, we're stretching our legs. Yeah. Good game, I guess. And we are back. Maybe not every one of those matches was beautiful, but we got some good matches and showed the power of GRAFAIAI. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And anyways, I'm Jordy. And, alright. Peace.